Hello and welcome to some desktop yoga today. We're going to sit in our chairs, and if you would come forward a little bit so that your feet are flat on the ground, you're going to be probably forward a little bit more in the chair, and so you have some space in between your back and the chair. And your hands can just be anywhere you'd like. Just be comfortable here. So to start, I'd like you to close your eyes if you're okay with that. If you'd rather have them open, it's just nice to keep them maybe a little bit down, um, and just not really focused on anything. And so in this position, we really get started to really start to ground ourselves. So start to feel your feet flat on the ground, maybe wiggle your toes, maybe press gently down into the floor. And just get a sense of your feet. Bring your mind to your feet, just feeling them. And as you do that now, move up your legs and start to feel your seat on the chair. Feel your support. And maybe you just relax a little bit more into the seat. You know, let the chair take your weight. Let that be your support. And just take a deep breath in here, just breathing in through the nose and the belly, up the chest. Good. And then holding at the top for a little bit, open your mouth and just exhale slowly. Okay, let's do that again. This time, as you inhale through the nose, feel like maybe you're pulling up from the earth energy through the body, down, feeling the rooting in the seat all the way up. And maybe now you feel the crown of your head lifting a little taller to the sky. So let's do that together. So inhaling here, holding at the top, open your mouth. Release, and as you release, exhale, drop the shoulders and feel yourself getting maybe even a little heavier on the chair. Nice. All the way exhale, keep exhaling. Nice. Inhale. One last time, holding at the top and exhaling. And this time, just release anything that you've been doing up to this point, just for now. Good. Coming back to normal breath. And we just pause. So I want there to be a difference between what's happening in this session and what the rest of your day is like. So it's a little slower, it's more intentful. Pay a little more attention to the details and the pauses and the transitions. So we pause. And here we're going to do some neck stretches. So we start with bringing the right ear to the right shoulder. That's it. It's a very simple movement. And just maybe chill there for a little bit and start to feel the stretch that's happening on the side of the neck. Just gentle. You don't need to push it or stride. It's just going to happen on its own. Maybe move the head forward and back a little bit. You start to feel kind of some of the tense parts. Just when you do, just stay there. Just stay there and let it open at its own time. Good. I'm going to roll my head down so my chin is towards my chest. And again, just let the head be heavy. The head has enough weight on it to stretch. So feel the neck and the back of the neck stretching open, just breathing normally. And I'm going to roll to the left. So the left ear towards the left shoulder. And again, feeling that. Now, the tendency is, you saw me do that. If your eyes are open, the shoulders will raise up to meet the ear. You want to drop that and let the ear meet the shoulder. So just again, maybe finding some spots that are a little tense. Don't worry if you don't feel anything big. Just let it be as it is and breathing. Nice. Let's go back to the middle. Here, I'd like you to open and close your mouth a little bit. Release the jaw, a lot of tension's held here. So let that go. And then slowly bring the right ear to the right shoulder, not the right shoulder to the ear. Drop the right shoulder. Bring the right ear to the right shoulder. And then to end, we bring the head down. Nice. Open and close the jaw twice. Good. and then slowly rising the head up. And here we're going to stretch the front of the neck. So I'd like you to try something with me first. I'd like you to just go ahead and put your head back. And as you do that, do you feel there's a lot of compression that's happening at the top of the spine here in the vertebra? We want to reduce that. So try this with me. If you have problems with your neck and that's not a good idea, don't do it. You can continue to do a little bit of rolls, or you can massage your own neck. Those are some alternatives. But if you'd like to try this with me, think about rising the crown of your head up. It's as if someone has a string and is kind of pulling. So you kind of create a little bit of space, very small movement, but create a little space in the back of the neck. And now move the head back and the chin back. Do you feel there's not as much compression? And do it as far as you can, as long as it feels good. And swallow a couple times while you're there. Helps to relax all the muscles down, all through the throat. Good. Breathing here. And then coming forward. And then letting your chin drop. You're really helping with the mobility in your neck. Good. Open the jaw. Slowly rising up, raising the crown of the head a little bit. Get a little bit of space back there. And then tilt the head back. Nice. When you're there, swallow. It's a little challenging. And then release all the way back. Nice. Good. From here, take a deep breath in. Hold at the top, open your mouth, and just release. Can you let your chair hold your weight even more? Good. So we'll do some bending, some stretching. So I'd like you to bring both of your hands down to your sides. And here we're going to rise our arms up. So go ahead and bring your arms all the way up to touch. I'll move back a little bit. Okay, so what happens is the shoulders rise up, right? So we're going to want to bring those down. So bring those down. Good. So inhale here. Exhale, release the right arm all the way down, and then bend to the right. It's really simple, but again, how many times do you do this during the day? I'd like you to feel through here, feeling the stretch to the side of the body. If you want a little bit more, you could put your arm on the armrest and kind of press down a little bit. Use that as leverage gently. This is gentle. This is not a goal-driven activity. You're just gently stretching, pressing open. So starting to open up a little bit more through the ribs, just breathing here, relaxing. Nice. Inhale up, drop arm down, and just pause. All right, arms up again, breathing in, all the way to the top, bring the shoulders down. So we don't want to do this, we want to bring them down. Then release the left arm down and stretch to the left. Again, you can bring your arm down to here, using that as leverage and press a little bit, bending, opening through the right now. Breathing, feel like you're kind of breathing into the space here. You actually are creating more space for the lungs. So can you really breathe into that and take advantage of what you're doing here right now. Nice. Inhale and exhale down. And just pause. This should feel good. If it doesn't feel good, don't do it. Do something else that feels good. This is not about suffering and doing it because I'm telling you to. This is really about making yourself feel good in this little break you've got for yourself. All right, good. So I'd like you to raise your shoulders all the way up. Really scrunch them in. Okay, take a big inhale here. Exhale, drop them. Really let it go. Inhale, scrunch, scrunch, scrunch. Exhale, drop as if you're just releasing everything. Breathing in. One more time, drop, exhale. Nice. And then one of the last things we're going to do is we're going to do something called fish pose in a chair. So you're a little bit forward in your chair, so you're on the edge, and I'd like you to have that space between the chair and your back. And so here, you're going to take your elbows on your armrest, and you're just going to bring them back a little bit. See, so how I'm bringing them back. Now, what might happen is your ribs might start to pop out in front of you. You want to pull that in. Yeah. So we don't want this to be overextension, over arching the back. You want a little bit of a curvature, but you're going to bring the elbows back. And as you do that, you're going to feel your shoulder blades come together in the back. Now notice in the front how your chest opens. Yeah. Good. So bring that back, bring the ribs down. This is it. Just breathe here. Now there's some freedom all through the front of the heart, right? You're really opening. So breathing here, raise the head a little bit. Remember we did the neck moving back thing, right? So really raise the head up a little bit, and then if it feels okay, bring your head back. Doesn't have to be way back, just a little bit, to really open down to the front of the body. So hold that. And really breathe now for the front of the body. Keep holding it. I'm going to talk to you a little bit. This is the antidote to modern living. That's what I call it, right? We spend most of our time hunched over, doing things. So in this position, you can do this anytime. Just pull back, close your eyes. Feel the opening happening all through the front of the body. One more breath here. And when you're ready, come forward. All the way, hands on your knees. Just close your eyes here for a moment, would you? And pause. Gently open your eyes. Meet me back here. And we're going to take our wrists and just clasp your hands and just roll them. Pops and crackles will happen. It's normal. Roll the other way if you can. I know it's a little confusing. Do it that way. Good. And then I'd like you to turn your hands inside out and press them out towards me, pressing more on the index fingers. Again, check the shoulders. You see what happens? Bring them down. Nice. Good. And pressing through the index fingers, go ahead and raise all the way up. Try to bring those shoulders down. Good. Inhale. Exhale, bring them down. And then here, just rotate the wrists back and forth. Opening, closing. And then just shake. Shake your hands, shake your fingers, shake it out. And maybe goes into your arms and your elbows and your shoulders, maybe into your chest and your back. Maybe you put your legs out and you shake. No one's looking, just do it. Try it. You don't have to do it, but just try it. Just get all that energy out. You know, sometimes we hold anxiety and energy. Can you release it? Good. Just a little bit more. Really get those feet going too. Good. Go ahead and stop. Sit back in your chair. Hands comfortable. Close your eyes for a moment with me. Just go inside for a little bit and see what you feel. You feel some tingling, some energy movement. Any differences? Maybe a little bit more clear. Maybe peaceful. Maybe nothing. It's okay. But just check in with yourself. It's a moment to go inside into your inner landscape. So as you do that, continue to breathe. I would like to read you a little poem. Being present, breathe, relax, and feel. Take time to slow down the pace of life. Watch the rise and fall of moods, the birth and death of dreams. Feelings and sensations seem so real, yet they shift like changing clouds and flow with the high tide out to sea again. Allow it all to be. No need to grasp or push away. Present with each moment, the whole of you, body, mind, and soul, opens to receive. Go ahead and open your eyes and take a breath. Remember, you can always come back to this place in yourself and do any one of these stretches, but really remember to breathe. Feel your feet, your seat, your breath, and you've got it. Have a wonderful rest of your day.